Floodwaters are receding in Davenport after cresting at 21.5 feet last Monday. Crews now beginning the process of taking down the HESCO barriers. News 8's Joe McCoy is live along River Drive in Davenport. Joe, what else can you tell us?
Yeah, Linda, so the Visit Quad Cities building is expected to reopen on Wednesday, according to Davenport Public Works. And other buildings along River's edge, including the Freight House and the Farmers Market, will not be far behind. But bacteria is still the main concern with these floodwaters. The city encouraging residents to not walk in the water or along the HESCO barriers that are still up. We spoke with a construction worker today who said a woman was walking along the HESCO barriers and then she fell into the water and police had to be called. Public Works says portions of River Drive will reopen or have a modified detour by the end of this week. Listen in to what they hope the rest of the timeline looks like.
The river looks like it'll be below 18 feet sometime on Thursday. So that's really kind of the mark we're looking for to remove the River Drive portion, which was really the first portion that went up. So throughout before Thursday, you'll see the rest of where we're at now, Union Station. You'll see those barriers coming down. The ones in the Village and LeClaire, those have already been removed. So hopefully this area will be fully cleaned up ahead of Thursday. And then Thursday, as long as the rain is still out of the forecast, we would then project to start taking down that River Drive flood barrier, which will certainly take the longest.
And in terms of where all this sand is going to go, it will be hauled away by dump trucks and taken to local landfills, where then it will be spread out and actually the sun's UV rays will sanitize it. Linda, back to you.
All right, Joe, interesting. Thank you. The Davenport compost facility reopened today at its normal location along Railroad Street.
Starting today, the Salvation Army of the Quad Cities is helping people clean up as floodwaters recede. If you've been affected by the flood, you can pick up a cleanup kit at the Moline location on 5th Avenue, Monday through Thursday from 8:30 until 2. The kits include a squeegee, broom, chemicals, and gloves to treat any mold or mildew. One Salvation Army Moline lieutenant says the elderly affected by the flood are at increased risk.
Are elderly or are not able to get up and move around, and so the flood comes in. That's devastating because then they can't get around outside of their home, but they have a hard time getting around inside their home, and so floods can be really tragic and traumatic.
Those affected by the flood on the Iowa side can pick up the same cleanup kit in Davenport on Kirkwood Boulevard Monday through Friday. Make sure to bring your driver's license with you. All right, a bit of calm today after some storms.
This morning, last night. Thankfully, we had a break today. My puppies needed it. I needed it.
I saw the sun a couple times, James.
Right.
I think we all needed it. I think, especially if you have pets. Woo! I got very little sleep. I think Linda got very little sleep because of all the rumbling going on. Dogs just don't like that, but we got through it. That's some good news, and a calm day it turned out to be. And as John just mentioned, we did see some breaks of sun in most of our hometowns. Really, the only exception has been far east of the Quad Cities, especially like areas around Sterling Rock Falls, LaSalle, Peru, even around Rockford. It's been a cool day with 60s and even 50s, but where we saw the sun, temperatures did manage their way at least around 70 degrees. They get high 72 at the airport of Moline. Northeast winds at around 12 miles an hour. A few clouds out there. We'll be seeing that off and on as we head overnight. Maybe some patchy fog as well. But the pattern will be dry for a little bit. And those temperatures are going to get warm again. Back in the 80s as early as Wednesday before we bring back some more thunderstorm chances later on in the week. Not a bit too early as far as the threat for severe weather, but chances nonetheless. We'll time it out for you coming up in just a few minutes. Linda?